Well, hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Arminian Eddie, and we're going to take a quick moment to talk about John Piper and his recent comments about Donald Trump and whether a Christian should consider voting for Donald Trump for president. We're about a week out from the 2020 election day of November 3rd, 2020, and things are heating up. People are talking about the polls, talking about who's going to win, Biden or Trump. But as a Christian, the question always comes down to who should we be voting from a Christian standpoint, and is there a Christian standpoint to who we should be voting for? Well, in the middle of all these questions, Christian leader John Piper has chimed in with an article that he wrote a few days ago. John Piper is a Calvinist, and even though I'm an Arminian, I highly respect John Piper, his Desiring God book, his many theological teachings. I've always appreciated his openness to the charismatic movement as a Calvinist. So he's been a good balance in those areas, and I've learned a lot from him on that subject. But going into the political aspect of things, John Piper wrote this op-ed piece where he criticized Christians for supporting President Donald Trump. Here's what he wrote. I think it is a drastic mistake to think that the deadly influences of a leader come only through his policies and not also through his person, unquote. Piper, again, as I mentioned, he founded Desiring God. He wrote this last Thursday, quote, flagrant boastfulness, vulgarity, immorality, and factiousness are not only self-incriminating, they are nation-corrupting. So the point he's making is, how are those aspects of Donald Trump's character any better than his policies on pro-life issues and religious liberty that you should consider voting for him, given the other characteristics he has? This is his argument. He did later clarify that he doesn't plan to vote for either Trump or Biden, but he said he's baffled by the fact that so many Christians seem to be sure that they are saving human lives and freedoms by treating as minimal the destructive effects of the spreading gangrene of high-profile, high-handed, culture-shaping sin, end quote. He also says, quote, Christians communicate a falsehood to unbelievers who are also baffled when we act as if policies and laws that protect life and freedom are more precious than being a certain kind of person. The church is paying dearly and will continue to pay for our communicating this falsehood year after year, he wrote. So Piper's blog post on this topic, resulting in a wide range of responses from Christian and political leaders such as Beth Moore and even NFL star Benjamin Watson. Beth Moore basically agreed with him and said that this shouldn't surprise you. This is consistent with John Piper's teaching and character over the years, and I would agree with that. So liberals should probably not start celebrating John Piper, because as soon as they find out his teachings on marriage and all of that, they'll suddenly be surprised. And then, as I mentioned earlier, there was an NFL star, Benjamin Watson, who approvingly shared Piper's post. So you can go look that up. I won't spend time on his comments right now. But the key is the question here. And the question I would ask back to John Piper is, do you think the impact of Trump's behavior and attitude these last 4 years is on equal ground with the potential of Hillary Clinton having appointed 3 Supreme Court justices these last 4 years as President Trump has? Do you see those as equal? I can't get past that point. I have issues with the way President Trump, his character is and the way he acts. But at the same time, his policies are very conservative, aligning with my conservative view of how the country should run, whether it comes down to his trade policies, his pro-life policies, and so forth. So what do you think? Do you think John Piper is right on with this article? Do you think the Christian church, and especially the evangelical Christian church, is too wed to Republicans and President Trump in their politics? Or do you think John Piper is way off on his thoughts on this? Leave some comments below. I'd like to engage with you and find out where you guys land on this. Thanks for watching this video, and God bless you.